Hey guys, I'm out here in the garage and I'm going to show you guys the products that I use to clean my kayak and the process that I go through to clean everything up to get it back to ship shape so I'm ready when it's not negative 19 degrees outside and I can actually go kayak fishing coming up. Just get outside and do something awesome. Alright, one thing you'll notice when you get out and do kayak fishing is no matter where you fish, you're gonna get like this little scum line here. See that little scum line? You can see it on the edge of the kayak and it just like looks nasty, but even inside the kayak it's just gross. I mean, there's freaking chicken nuggets in there right now from my kid that threw some chicken nuggets in there thinking that he was funny yesterday. But the inside of it's not the cleanest, but we're gonna get to cleaning out the inside, and the first part of that is taking everything apart and getting everything out so that we can clean it out. So as you can see guys, I got everything taken off the kayak. It's filthy in there, and what we're gonna do is go ahead and start cleaning it. So what I've got for the cleaning process is I've just got a bucket of actually warm water here with some just Dawn liquid in it. I use the Up and Up brand, I just prefer it, but just some Dawn dish detergent. I've got this little scrubber brush here, which is something that works really well, especially on this hard to get off scummy stuff that can get on here. And then I've got just a regular dish sponge with the rough side. One thing you want to pay mind to is if you have like vinyl decals on yours, like I'll put these on, just make sure that you're careful around those. You don't want to use like a big, rough bristle brush on those. But we're gonna get started cleaning the sucker off. I'll flash up a couple pictures of the inside of this in here because it is filthy in here. There's a bunch of lures and jig heads and all kinds of stuff in here. It's crazy what gets underneath that seat on this kayak. If you have a kayak like this where you have these gear track down in here, the good thing about this little hand brush is that you can use this, kind of use it to get down in there and really scrub that dirt that's down in there out, all that gear track, and get all those tough to reach spots. And then it also works really well on this deck mat. Really scrub out, see all that color coming out of that? Scrub out all that dirt and grime that gets dug down in here. Alright guys, so go ahead and scrub this out once. I've let it sit for a little bit, a couple minutes to get everything, and now I've went and got a clean bucket of water with just this towel, and I'm gonna go back through everything and try to wipe everything down and get all the soap cleaned out and try to get all the dirt, the residual dirt that it's loosened up out of the kayak and off the kayak. Now one other thing that's more specific to the native kayaks is I've got this tray that goes over where the propel drive goes down. I'm gonna take that inside in the sink and clean it. I also went ahead and took the scupper plugs inside, and I'm gonna clean the scupper plugs out inside in the sink. And then I just need to take this seat apart and clean the seat base, and I'll clean that on its own also. Probably take it to the bathtub actually and clean it if you're married or something like that. Sorry, I just vomited about marriage. If you're married or something like that, it's just a joke. For you guys that are out there that are married, I hope that you're happy and blessed, or women that are married. But I'm gonna take this into the shower and use the spray nozzle and clean it out inside. It'll just be easier to get all the dirt and dust out of the nooks and crannies because it's too cold outside. But in the summertime, I normally do all this outside. Let's go and unscrew these here. So see, take that apart, I got a frog in here. I got a petrified minnow right there. And then a Bobby Garland baby shad. This is one thing I didn't mention earlier, is that when I took the seat out, I unscrewed it, but I do like to go ahead and take out these little seat things on my native kayak when I take the seat out to clean it. That way that I don't, especially in the summertime, if you're out rinsing your kayak out in the yard, you can blow these out of those gear tracks in the bottom, and then it's gonna be tough to find these. So I always keep a good eye on these. So let's take this inside. Well, I'm gonna clean it. I'm not gonna show you all that, but I'm gonna go inside and clean it and I'll bring it back out. All right guys, so I just got home from work. Fortunately, the kayak has had plenty of time to dry and everything's looking really good. It's looking really clean. And now we're ready for the Protectant. And so for that Protectant, I've got this 303 Protectant here. It's a UV Protectant, and it's gonna help just protect that surface from all the UV rays. And one great thing is I keep this kayak in here in this garage, but it's just gonna do a lot for protecting from UV rays, protects it from getting that like yellow, like dingy hue to it, and then it just cleans streak free. So I've got this and a microfiber towel, and I'm gonna go through the whole kayak, wipe it down. I'm not so concerned with the very bottom. If you really want to, you could clean the entire underside and everything, but I'm mainly focusing on the sides and then the top and everything. So let's get to it. Got a good coat on there so far. So now we're gonna take my microfiber towel and we're just gonna wipe this down. You can especially tell like a big difference on these black pieces. So guys, especially like on the parts that are black, like that front hatch and stuff, they've got a lot of intricate parts to them. So you're just gonna want to make sure that once you spray it down, you really wipe it good to get all the protectant off of it. And it's gonna leave like a nice little thin coat on there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to finishing this up, and we'll get the kayak put back together and we'll be done with this kayak. So guys, here is a picture of the kayak when everything is done. It's looking great. So guys, as you can see in the picture, that 303 Protectant does a great job of cleaning up the kayak and making it look really good. So if you're interested in that product, I will link it in the description down below. And it's just that 303 clear vinyl protective cleaner. Kayak looks great, and I feel a lot better about like getting out on the water. It's much cleaner. I got all those old lures and dust and all that stuff out of there, so it's going to be really nice for the next time that I'm able to get out on the water, which hopefully is really soon. So as always guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys watching. Don't forget, get outside, do something awesome, take somebody with you if you get a chance, and clean that dirty yak. Yeah, just clean it. It's nasty. Nasty old kayak. Clean it.